What happens when you take a cryptocurrency that's mineable, GPU mineable, but built off of a custom CPU mineable algorithm, right? Origins and CPU mining. And they've also launched a bunch of DeFi, decentralized finance mechanics to their coin and blockchain and really just protocol. You have a mineable cryptocurrency plus DeFi. That's a very intriguing recipe in our current cryptocurrency market. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I've been doing this for 4 years and I've been wondering why we just don't see more mineable cryptocurrencies just try to evolve here, right? You know, try to get hip, get with it, because DeFi is so exciting and so popular right now. NFTs are built on top of DeFi, liquidity mining, yield farming, all that kind of just crazy return stuff. There's a whole subsection of crypto investors called DeFi Degens, and they only got one action. They got one Pokemon move they can click, and you know what it is? It's ape in. And you know what? That's what we're doing today in today's video review of Conceal Network, CCX. It's a token that you may be familiar with. It's been on Trade Ogre for years. We all might have been sleeping on it. So let's jump into today's sponsor video review of CCX. But first, 10 seconds of tales, the best Shiba Inu and Dogecoin ever in the world. Here's a quick message from our month's video sponsor, Compass, who are aiming to become the best marketplace for the purchase of Bitcoin mining ASICs and the best place to find cheap power prices at verified mining co-location facilities around the world. Mine with Compass with our link in the video description below. It's been really interesting to see Conceal Network and their CCX coin. Remember, mineable coin, right? Not just the token here. But they do have a wrapped version of their coin, or a wrapped token, which I'll explain in a second. But anyway, it's been really interesting to see a project, right, that's been out for a couple years, you know, just elevate their project and their branding, kind of rebuild it around DeFi, which is so just red hot right now, right? And they even lead with that. Decentralized finance, private transactions, and encrypted messaging. Privacy protected DeFi. Like, okay, that's interesting, because one of the biggest complaints, you know, when it comes to traditional DeFi, right? So we click over to Bakery Swap, which right here is a little spoiler, like they have their Wrapped Conceal token, WCCX, and it's tradable on the Binance Smart Chain. And if you don't know, that means that, simply put, you can buy this on these decentralized exchanges with low fees. But my point here is that when it comes to these traditional DeFi chains like the Binance Smart Chain and the Ethereum blockchain, so let's say I just want to put like 0.01 BNB into this, click, and then just like that, I'm off to the races. And I just bought into the coin. But that is easily visible on my address. So I click it, you know, it's all set up in MetaMask. I have a full video guide what MetaMask is, how to set it up, how to sync it with the Binance Smart Chain, and then also how to turn normal BNB tokens into wrapped BNB, or BNB for the Smart Chain, to do all this crazy stuff. So I just completed this trade and my transaction fee was 44 cents, okay? And that is after Binance token, the BNB token, has more than 20x'd. Yeah, that's not a wrong number. It has more than 20x'd in just the last couple of months. And if this same transaction would be completed on the Ethereum blockchain, it could be like $100. It's actually like kind of disgusting. Remember, we're talking about a mineable project, right? So here's a Heroes Miner video. I haven't had a chance to make a how to mine Conceal video yet, but they cover the basics here, you know, as far as getting the desktop wallet. By the way, I think that their wallet is super cool. I like the branding. It's nice, it's clean, it's professional, and the fact that it has an integrated messenger as well as just, you know, the basic wallet functions, I think are really cool. With that, you can mine it with the SRB miner. Remember, this is a cryptonote coin, and that's kind of like cryptonite, Monero mining, but keep in mind that there are also cryptonite algorithms built for a graphics card, GPU mining. Cryptonote is an application layer protocol designed for use with cryptocurrencies that aim to solve specific problems identified in Bitcoin. And the big thing here, right, is changing the proof of work function, or the mining algorithm, and also the traceability of transactions. This is a 100% private blockchain at its base layer. Obviously, things like the Wrapped BNB, right, or excuse me, the Wrapped Conceal token, WCCX, that's going to be all traceable. When you open up my MetaMask, or you pull it up on BSC Scan, a blockchain explorer, right, you can see what I'm doing. You can see the tokens I have, right there. You can see the WCCX. There's no privacy, but there is a very obviously just big ease of use here, right? But Conceal it's interesting, right? They're doing a lot in this kind of era. Okay, so they claim that their primary objective here is to build a privacy framework for social inclusion through decentralization of financial services and communication. So, but like, what are they, right? They're aiming to be a decentralized blockchain bank, which is an interesting way to kind of put it, right? And that intrigues me. With deposits and investments paying interest rates. Oh yeah, that's interesting, right? 100% open source code. We could fork Conceal tomorrow and make our own version, which is like what is such an interesting and appealing thing of cryptocurrency, right? Not that I'm aiming to just straight up steal their project, but like, what if you could go out there and fork, Capital One, right? What a interesting premise. Regardless, though, Conceal enables untraceable and anonymous messaging, a secure way to transfer funds, distributed public ledger, sender and receiver kept anonymous. And coming down here, we can see again they run on the cryptonight protocol, or their own customized version of a cryptonight GPU mining algorithm. And they have a big emphasis on nobody owns Conceal, right? There's no electric coin company, right, with a bunch of trademarks and patents and everything like that. Everyone can take part. So I think that that's beautiful, right? So community driven, it's fungible, it's untraceable, it's private, it's decentralized, it's scalable, simple, protected, proof of work, egalitarian CPU and GPU mining, and ASIC resistance. You don't like ASIC miners? Application specific integrated circuit miners. Those purpose-built machines, all they do is mine, and a lot of them are made by just straight up bad companies, right? Well, good news. They're ASIC resistant. One of my favorite things about this project is the decentralized banking aspect. Decentralized deposits on the chain, they give up to 6% interest rate per year. Obviously, we have an inflation aspect associated with all of this, but just keep in mind, right, that absolutely blows away and obliterates your traditional fiat dirty money USD savings account. And furthermore, you understand the tokenomics of Conceal. You can, we can come over here. We can go to CoinGecko. It's like CoinMarketCap, but actually good. Hold up, gotta collect my candies. Ka-ching. Got 4 days in a row. It's an all-time high for me. I've never gone 4 days in a row. And I'm looking up CCX. And my point here also is just what a low cap coin, right? And they have a lot more things in place than many other projects. And only $80,000 in trading volume, with a total supply of 200 million and a circulating supply of 10.5 million. They don't have a lot of coins out in comparison to their max supply here. The market cap is tiny, right? This is a low cap coin. This is a potential crypto moonshot, right? And so, this is not all of the data, but we can pull that it's been tracked on here since late 2018. Okay, that is how long that this coin has been, just out there in development and so forth. Just a couple months ago, trading under 10 cents, recently breaching $1 a coin. But honestly, I think that's a little short-sighted with a project like this. This is a project, like, if it can finally take off and really get some legs, with this kind of market cap, you can easily see things like $10 a coin. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm not trying to come off shilly. This isn't financial advice. You do whatever you want to do and so forth. But I'm very familiar with Conceal. Obviously, I love mining cryptocurrencies. I've been doing it for over 4 years. And I've always noticed Conceal. I really haven't mined that much of it over the years. Too bad for me, right? Because now looking at it and the way that they're pivoting, I think that they could have some, pretty good success in their near future, especially if they gain some traction here. If you're an old school miner, you're definitely familiar with Trade Ogre. It's the exchange that you think is going to exit scam you like every day, but for some weird reason, they don't. They made their logo in a logo generator 10 years ago, and you know what? For some reason, you still love it. They got no customer service. Nobody's getting back to you, but for some reason, their exchange just continues to work. And I've traded a lot of coins on here and a lot of shit coin. And I'm not saying Conceal is a shit coin, but anyway, it's just interesting. And this is another place you can go and buy and sell your CCX tokens. On top of that, Wrapped Conceal CCX is also traded on Uniswap, so it's also tradable on the Ethereum blockchain as well as the Binance Smart Chain. But to be honest, you'd be kind of stupid to use the Ethereum blockchain over the Binance Smart Chain if you have the choice between the two. They've built their own bridge function to take coins, CCX coins, to the Ethereum blockchain as well as the Binance Smart Chain. So say I wanted to do this, click, and I can participate here. The amount from address and then the email for a receipt, and you're done. That's pretty simple. That's pretty straightforward, and that's pretty cool. They've also built their own swap function, right? So you can send euros and get CCX. So they have fiat to crypto transactions. I haven't personally tested this function, but it's really cool to see, and I'm always all for more fiat gateways and just on-ramps, right, directly into cryptocurrency. On top of that, Conceal Network and their roadmap, right? Again, we talked about how they came out in 2018. And a lot of things have happened since then, but looking at what they've got going on right now, cloud and mobile self-destructing messages, enabling a greater level of privacy, right? Almost a year ago, they actually created the wrapping function, very forward thinking and ahead of their time, building for the DeFi craze before it went, just straight up crazy and ballistic. Again, they're on Uniswap, and they're also available. You can use Wrapped Conceal in the Trust wallet, which is a good multi-chain wallet that I've been meaning to make a review video on, but I just haven't yet. So that's coming soon, and I'll touch on that more then. Deposits on cloud and mobile. Cold staking came to cloud and mobile. You can even earn interest with Conceal from your phone. The things that they have in place are just not $5 million market cap, appropriate. I'm not trying to sound shilly. It's just I see junk projects worth $100 million. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? So anyway, Conceal Swap, right? Swap your CCX to WCCX and back the other way with their swap tool, which just, Q1 2021. And then the next thing, they're building a full-blown decentralized peer-to-peer and end-to-end encrypted platform for video and audio calls and messages. And that opens up a lot of things. That opens up, basically, they could pivot towards being more of like a streaming platform, like a Twitch competitor, a YouTube, video hosting platform. And everyone's looking for a decentralized alternative to that stuff, because YouTube could just click and delete me tomorrow, and that would just be obviously devastating. Still looking for hardware, wallet support to make their own car, and then a multi-sig wallets. And I would imagine that a concealed vault is coming soon, if I understand that. But again, per the roadmap, it's still a work in progress. And they even have Conceal Labs, which bring your dreams forward, right? And what is the Conceal Labs, right? So they want to build an ecosystem supporting their community. They want to provide developers, entrepreneurs, and creators with the jumpstart they need to make a vision a reality. So do you need money, right? Maybe you need money just to stay focused, but you've got the skills. So apply to them with anything that you want to do or build that you believe that you can do and would like to do and would benefit them, their ecosystem, their project. And again, I just think this is super freaking cool. Before we wrap up this video review, another quick thing I want to touch on there is a Conceal ID, right? Because we have these long blockchain addresses like, oh yeah, you can send me those coins at OX, F6, C3, chocolate, whatever. Whereas they've implemented an ID application, right? Or a format, which is really cool. This is like good for some things, but privacy is also very critical, and the fact that they basically offer both on the same blockchain is really freaking cool. So for example, you could send them some CCX at team.conceal.id. So I could be like vosk.conceal.id or VoskCoin, and it's pretty simple and easy to remember, as opposed to OX, you know what I'm saying? So to be honest, I'm really impressed with just the sheer amount of stuff that this project has going on, how long that they've been building, and really how little traction that they've gotten so far. So if you are looking for the next, crypto moonshot, the next hidden gem or something like that, then I do think that this could be possible, but it's hard to say those kind of things on YouTube because it sounds shilly and stuff like that. And this isn't financial advice. I'm kind of getting hyped making this review. I might throw a BNB at it and see where it goes, right? How much bigger can BNB get at this point, as opposed to CCX with a $5 million market cap? And it's up, it's recently up significantly over its price just a couple months ago. But again, not financial advice. My goal is just to bring you guys fun, interesting, exciting stuff, give my honest take on it, and you do whatever you want to do. I don't care if you go out there and buy Conceal, but if you do think it's cool and interesting and find value in it, then maybe you could go out there and support their project. Maybe you could even just apply to Conceal Labs and bring some kind of value add to their project. So if I could recommend you do anything, smash the thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.
Shine.